The final page. Let's get right into that. So, Ray and Norman, they both state that since they could possibly sneak up on the helper, it is possible to kill her. So this is something we've all been talking about for a while now. It's something we've all brought up. It's something we talked about in the comments. It's something we've been talking about since they tried to been plotting their escape to get away from this farm. And now it is brought up. One of the logical things to do at this time is possibly trying to kill the mothers. And now that it's brought up at the end of this chapter, I like the direction the series is going. Because clearly, with the way the final page is done, and the indication at the bottom of the page letting us know we're getting into a new arc, we know the series is about to become very intense. We have it to where entering a new arc where they're about to try to initiate their escape. You also have it to where Norman and Ray are going to try to kill her. So, because of this, we do know now killing them is not off the table. They will definitely try. If they could sneak up on her, they will definitely slit her throat. So, remember when I brought up a while back, a couple chapters ago, I said, even though it seemed logical to try to kill them, I mean, in their situation right now, they're on a farm, I mean, they're captured and all that, they're pretty much fuel for demons and stuff. They need to probably find out a way to maybe kill them. That seemed like the best bet. I mean, kill them, and they were able to probably get out and go over the walls at their leisure. But at this time, though, we now know that killing the mothers are not off the table, which I am glad to see. I'm very glad to see because it makes a lot of sense. It seems like the proper direction to go to where they could probably save everyone. So let's talk about what the main point of this chapter was besides that. So we get to see the game of tag and how we would see if the mother would chase down the kids. What would exactly happen, okay? What would happen when they finally try to do their escape, and when you have to where the mother's chasing them down, trying to grab them all, and then capture them and lock them up before they escape. We get to see what would exactly happen. So this is kind of like a mock battle before the actual battle to come. And we see how each individual kids, they were lured in by the helper to be able to get captured. All the kids, even though they've been training, they are very skilled, they have these tactics and stuff they've been showing since last chapter, and how they're very special, they still got captured at the end of the day, and they weren't able to do much about it. Even Emma, she got captured. She got captured, and she tried to risk herself, and she tried to grab the kids to bring her with her, and she still got captured for it. Now, one of the big things about this chapter was letting us know that the mother, they have all the information about the individual kids. For instance, their different, personality traits, what really drives them as a person. We get to see how, like Emma, she's very naive. You get to see how Ray and Norman, how they're either they quit too early, and we get to see how these different side traits to their personality are displayed and how the mother was able to hunt them down throughout the forest and use that against him. For instance, Emma, as I talked about, she is a very typical main female character. She's very strong-willed, and she is a child, and I do respect her for trying to save the children. And, I mean, the way she's very naive, I like how that was brought up at the beginning of this chapter, the way that was just mentioned, because it lets us know that the main female character, Emma, will get character development about that. That's something I'm looking forward to, because for something like this to be brought up so early on in a manga series, it lets us know that the mangaka is willing to discuss this, dive right into that, some of these traits that normal shonen characters have, and try to deconstruct them, rip them apart, because majority of main shonen characters, not all, but a lot, usually tend to be naive. They are very naive, or they don't get the full picture, or they think they could save everyone when they can't. It's stupid. You can't save everyone. And that's what's going on with Emma right now. She feels like she could save everyone because of the situation. Now, granted, if they do kill the mothers, both of them, yes, then they most likely could save the children. But then that opens up a whole new can of worms. You have it to where maybe the mothers have tracker devices. If they were to die, maybe some form of tracker signal will pop up, and then the demons will know. I mean, there's a lot of variables here that could pop up because if the mothers were to die. So it's not, over yet. Even if they were to kill the mothers, there could be something else that could happen that could lead the demons to knowing that they're trying to escape. So I do like, however, the way the mangaka is trying to dive into how naive main characters are of shonen, and how it's trying to show that Emma is like this, but she might develop past this and become a stronger character as the journey, continues on. So, I do like the direction the chapter went. I do like the setup. I do like the way it showed us, like, the mistakes and problems that the children have, and how they will get captured if they were to escape right now, because they're not ready. They're definitely not ready at this time. But at the very least, Ray and Norman, they're ready. They're ready at the very least to probably take out one of the mothers and probably kill them, and then probably take out the other other one. Now, Isabella, I highly doubt she'll be as easy as the other one, because Isabella's been, you know, with them her entire life. For instance, the kids have grown up with her. She knows, you know, how they act, how they would react. I mean, if you hang out with someone for a very long time, you know, you have a friend since a very young age, you'll learn little traits about them, something that either can piss them off, something they really like. You'll find out their favorite things, the things they hate. And that's kind of probably how Isabella is. She knows what the children likes, what they don't like. She knows how to get into their mind, how to twist her way into it to where she can kind of persuade them to do certain things. And I feel like that's what's going to play a big part in this upcoming arc. So overall, this chapter of The Promised Neverland was a very good chapter. Cannot wait to see what direction it goes after this, and to see how Emma is going to develop past her personality trait, which is, you know, being very naive. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You'll have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.